Yes, hello everyone. Before any one of you brings any other agenda that is negative into this win that Manchester United has just got against Westbrom, let's first be happy for the win that we've got. Trust me. Do you know why we should be happy of this win? This is United last won in the Premier League at Old Trafford in July. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? United last got 3 points at Old Trafford in July 2020. Can you imagine a team like Manchester United taking close July, August, September, October, November, taking 5 months without winning a game at Old Trafford? This is why we should jubilate about this, because it's really a very big turnaround. And in my prediction, I thought it was going to be an easy encounter, but it really turned out not to be an easy encounter. I thought United could put close to 4 goals past Westbrom, but we just found ourselves not even putting one in the first half, with the chances that we created, with the zeros that we saw, Juan Mata and Rashford doing. We are really not able to be on point, and that really showed me that something is lacking in it. But before we go into the negative part of this game, I really want us guys to be positive about this win. Let's be positive about win. However it was come, players have missed chances. Yes, we know, because they always miss chances. And I think Westbrom got only one chance that I saw that would have been really a goal that wouldn't even have required the intervention of VAR. That's the ball that hit the bar or the crossbar of Manchester United's goal, and it was really that one that I thought. But the other one where Premeir really hit it hard and Wan-Bissaka slid into there, when he controlled it, the ball hit his hand, and even if it had gone in, it would have been a foul, or a free kick would have been to Manchester United. But at a lot of things at Manchester United, the way they played, first half, we looked like we are not really up there. In the first half, we were sluggish. The players looked like they never came even to play. You get, that was the problem. And the interplay between our players was really lacking, because it looked like the connection was really lacking. It looked like they had spent a long time without playing together, and lots of other things that I saw into the first half. But the good thing I have to first credit Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is keeping almost the same squad together. Remember, in the game against Everton, we started with David De Gea, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw is away because of the hamstring injury. But trust me, if at all Luke Shaw was available, he would have played. So you bring in Nemanja Matic, the only person that started that never started the other game. So you see to it that at least consistency is in there. So these agendas of Danny Van Beek, I'm also a part of that agenda of Danny Van Beek, that Danny Van Beek should be a star at Manchester United. I'm one of the person pushing those agendas at Manchester United. But to me, I think let's first credit the coach for really putting up with the same team, almost the same team that played against the team known as Everton. The only players that were out is Luke Shaw, who has an injury, and the other player that is out is Scott McTominay. And the reason is very explainable, because Nemanja Matic was at Manchester United and he never went for the international break because he really retired international football. And the player known as Scott McTominay played close to 3 games for his team known as Scotland into the international break. So at the look of things, you just have to see that any sensible coach would really bench Scott McTominay and bring in Nemanja Matic, because Nemanja Matic has always not been used at Manchester United. When did Matic last start a game for Manchester United? When, if I can remember, when did Matic last start a game for Manchester United? It's way long. So that's why I'm telling you that. To me, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'm crediting him for that consistency. And if at all we go into a game of against Istanbul versus Kiel, and at least he makes like 2 or 3 changes that are also understandable. And I think consistency, we need close to 8 players being consistently named in the starting line for Manchester United. If at all we want to see great wins at Manchester United and our team really going on a very big run, to see to it that we come in and win games. So those are the things that I'm crediting Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Thirdly, it's my first time to see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer spending the entire game on the touchline. Guys, when did you last see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer spending the last entire game on the touchline? Spending the entire game on the touchline. I think he was on pressure. One, I told you this win meant a lot of things to Manchester United. And the most important things are three. First and foremost, Solskjaer needed this win because after winning against Everton, a very hard side, and you come and lose or draw against them as West Bromwich, trust me, they are going to bring back the rumors of Pochettino that you are not fit to be a Manchester United manager and Pochettino is fit to be. Secondly, the consistency of both the manager and the players of Manchester United will be put into the limelight and it will be put to question. Why? You win against a team against like Everton, a hard one, you get a hard win, and you go ahead and lose or draw against a team like West Bromwich at home. That's also something to be questioned of. Sorry. That is something also that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really worried about his players. And thirdly, not having Paul Pogba on the bench. Not even in the entire squad that really traveled to Lowry Hotel to prepare for this game. If at all United lost, they would have said that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer lost to West Bromwich Albion, all drew to West Bromwich Albion, and he left one of his best players outside the squad that really was going to face West Bromwich Albion. So guys, you see all those agendas that would have come now amidst each and everything that is being said at Manchester United. The good thing is that we've registered the win. A win is good, guys. It's good. It's good to see to it that even if you've not played well, you win. Even if you played badly, you win. But for this game, I think we've not played badly, but we only lacked that intensity a Manchester United team is supposed to have. You see how United started off the second half? That's what they call Manchester United. Starting off the second half with a very high intensity, and that really came into a goal of Manchester United into the beginning of the second half. Remember that first goal Manchester United came in the 56th minute of the match, meaning that United played into 10 minutes of the first half, causing hard time to West Bromwich Albion. We started off very well, and we really saw ourselves getting a penalty, and Bruno took it first. It was saved. The referee said it should be a retake because the goalkeeper took his foot off the goal line before Bruno Fernandes came in and scored that goal. So those are all the agendas that Solskjaer has bypassed. And that's really good to see to it that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has bypassed these agendas because they would have affected him in our next games against Istanbul, Başakşehir, Southampton, PSG, and West Ham. Now we're having 4 games, and if at all Ole can go ahead and win close to 3 of those games, I think it's really going to be good for Manchester United. So let me tell you why we should jubilate about this win. Statistic: Manchester United have done it. Just there will be plenty of recriminations from Slaven Bilic, the manager of West Bromwich Albion, and his side. Sam Johnstone was excellent in goal. Yes, he made close to six saves, and all those saves were meant to be goals. So he made close to 6 goals, and in goal for the visitors, it was really nice. But this is something we should note. It's a first 3 points for Manchester United on Old Trafford since July. So guys, let's not take this as a joke. It's something big that we're supposed to look at and really praise that United has got this win. So you never know. It was like a spell into the minds of the players of Manchester United that it's hard for us to win at Old Trafford. And if at all we've went ahead and won against this team at Old Trafford, it's really going to open up these players' minds that we really did something great. So another positive that I saw, I think Freddie is really keeping up the intensity at Manchester United. Freddie is really that player that each and every game you expect him to give you to meet your expectations. What you expect from Freddie is what you get each and every match. Though Ole substituted him and brought in a player known as Scott McTominay. And another player I talk about is Marcus Rashford. Yes, but although Marcus Rashford has played close to 9 games and he has been involved in 9 goals, I think something's lacking with him. Something's lacking. That's not the Marcus Rashford we know. Apart from the shot that he really put up into the beginning of the second half, and that ball that he gave to Bruno Fernandes, and Bruno Fernandes gave a slight pass to Antoine Martial at the end of the first half, and Antoine Martial missed that sitter. I never saw him a lot into this game. Those runs, because one thing we know about Marcus Rashford is all about the runs that he makes, the shots that he does. Marcus Rashford, you cannot account Marcus Rashford a lot on assists. Yes, he is really that player who puts up those runs and shots and goals. So, but this season, ever since it started, he's not yet alive. He's not yet back. The other player to talk about is Anton Martial. I think, apart from him wasting that chance that Bruno Fernandes gave him, I think had a nice game. He really took off players. He kept the defenders busy throughout the game. But he really needs to work on his finishing, especially when he is remaining with the keeper. I remember when Anton Martial came at Manchester United, keeper to beat, we even celebrated before he even hit that ball into the goal. So, but now he looks nasty, and I think he really needs to work on the sharpness of Anton Martial this time around, because he doesn't look sharp, especially in the 1-1 situations with a goalkeeper, especially when he's facing the goalkeeper and he is in the 18 yards area of the goal. So Anton Martial in there, Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof, they looked slow sometimes, and it really called up. It really needed David De Gea to come in and calm down the situation. You remember that's when he came up and he hit the ball and he stopped the player of West Bromwich Albion to go in ahead and get in that ball, and maybe would have caused havoc to Manchester United. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I think he has had one of the best games this season. Defensively, he was okay, and trust me, this is the first game I've seen Aaron Wan-Bissaka putting up three passes into the 18 yards box area of the opponent, and they are accurate. He has put up 3, and I've liked them, guys. He really played very well on that side, and even when they took off one matter and was playing with Marcus Rashford, he really put up a very nice play as Manchester United played West Bromwich Albion. Guys, smash a like on the video. You can go as well in the comment section and tell me what you think about this win of Manchester United. I want to see your reactions too, because I'm giving you my reactions. I want to see what you guys have about this win of Manchester United, because United is now in the 9th position, and Spurs is 7 points ahead of Manchester United, and Liverpool is only 3 points ahead of Manchester United. Remember, United has a game in hand, and if at all you go ahead and win that game in hand, that means the table leaders, that is Tottenham Hotspur, will only be ahead of us by only 4 points. So I think we are not yet far from really going to the level that we want to be at as Manchester United. And I think if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is granted time, and today I see, as I told you, I've seen things changing today. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer spent close to the entire game, the entire 90 minutes, standing on the touchline. And they really brought him on the screen, and you saw how he was looking, because he really needed this win. He badly needed it, because if at all he never got this win, questions would have arisen. Remember, each and every time Ole loses, do you know what happens? Pochettino in. News starts to publish, and I think the agent of Pochettino is good at that. Each and every time United plays badly, Pochettino should be a manager to Manchester United. When we win, the rumors get out of the news. So I think there is someone engineering it, and people were saying that it was the board that was engineering this story. But the board came out earlier this week and said they are backing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer 100%. That's what Ed Woodward said, and they're even looking for a football director or a director of football at Manchester United. And rumors are saying that it might be Mark Overmars or Edwin van der Sar. One of those two might become the director of football at Manchester United. And what does a director of football coming at Manchester United help us? A director of football negotiates deals. You get? He sits with the board and says that this is how I want our team to play, and they know the players that they want to play and which player will fit in their system. So that is the usage of the director of football, and I think all it needs is just time, because when you look at how we've got the chances today, but unlucky enough, we've not bagged the goals that I thought we were going to bag, because I thought at the beginning of by the end of the first half, United would have bagged in close to 2 goals. Yes, 2 goals. 2 goals. 2 goals would have been, and in the second half, it was worse, because Anton Martial would have got 1, Rashford would have got 1, Edson Cavani would have got 1, Harry Maguire would have got 1. In the second half, the goalkeeper of West Bromwich Albion made close to to 5 saves. 5 saves, and it shows you how busy Manchester United was into the box of a team known as West Bromwich Albion. So smash a like on the video, smash a like on this video. If at all you feel like you want to join my live stream and tell me how all you react to this game, there is a link that I've posted into my live chat. Just click on it and I'll have you on my screen and you will be here to tell me what you think onto this game. Now, something I have to talk about Bruno Fernandes. Just don't talk about his first penalty tonight. Bruno Fernandes, 7 of Bruno Fernandes's 14 Premier League goals have been penalties. In all competitions, no player has scored as many penalties since his Manchester United debut on 1st February, meaning that Bruno Fernandes, ever since I played for Manchester United, no player has scored more penalties in the world, not in the Premier League, quote me right, in the world, no player has scored more penalties than Bruno Fernandes. And the list goes by. Bruno Fernandes has scored 12 penalties, Cristiano Ronaldo has scored 11, Lionel Messi has scored 8, and Jamie Vardy has scored 7. That is Bruno Fernandes for you. A man that makes things turn. He turns things around today. And you saw his long balls, the short passes. And I think he has some fatigue. I think he really needs to be rested against the team known as Istanbul Başakşehir. But I know because Ole needs this game badly, I think he's going to bring him and do the needful as Manchester United plays Istanbul Başakşehir. That's it I had for now. That has been my match reaction here on United Social Television. Thank you guys for watching in. It's always Rokan in here on United Social Television. That has been my match reaction. See you in my player ratings, 6 things we learned into this game, and very many more. Endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I'm Rokan on United Social Television. Keep it United Social. Subscribe to this channel because we always bring you your latest information and news as Manchester United is concerned. I sign out for now. See you later as I bring you the player